Today we're bringing back a 1997 Articat ZRT 600 triple. This thing is a very low mile machine, very clean machine. We're going to be pulling the engine out of this thing, getting it all rebuilt. I'm going to show you guys absolutely every single detail on doing that. First things first, we bought a set of pistons, set of wrist pin bearings, gasket kit with crank seals, water pump rebuild kit, fuel pump rebuild kit, 1/4 inch fuel line, 1/8 inch oil line. How we know it needs a rebuild, the guy told me down there, he took it down to a shop, they tested the compression on this thing, 10 psi on the PTO side cylinder. So that is terrible. We're gonna have to get that all figured out. Hopefully the cylinders are good on this thing. That was in 2018. It is the first day of January. It's January 1st, 2025 today. So we are a little ahead of that. So we're gonna get this thing the 11 she needs and get her all rebuilt. So stick along and I'll get this motor on this bench and I'll show you guys every single detail you need on that. Thank you guys for watching. First things first, I'm going to go ahead and get these pipes off of here. There's springs connecting them to the motor, holding them on. There's one spring connecting to the chassis right there. Springs connecting to the can. I'm going to get those off. Get this seat off. Get this front section off here. Get the air box off. Get the carburetors off. One thing you want to do, you definitely want to label your carburetors. 1, 2, and then 3. And you can do that corresponding on your fuel pump right here. Let me try to get in there for you. Right there. And then we're going to get all that off, and then we're going to pull that clutch off down there. That way we don't do it whenever the motor's off. That way it's a little easier. That way it's not spinning over and stuff like that on us. It's still going to turn over, but it's less resistance, less holding the motor whenever it's out of the chassis. So we're going to get that out. Okay, so finally got the clutch off. Now we get the motor unbolted, disconnect all your lines, everything like that. We're going to get the motor pulled out. We're going to get it right on the bench. We'll get this thing rebuilt in no time. Okay, engine's out of it. We went ahead, loosened up all of our screws and everything like that. That way we don't have any trouble later on down the road. We're going to go ahead and tear apart this thing in the morning. And I'll catch you guys as soon as we get to doing that. Okay. We're going to go ahead and take this pull starter off. We're going to get the flywheel all pulled off. We already went ahead and got all of our bolts loose, all of our screws loose, That way we know we're not going to have any trouble with them. We're going to get this cooling system off up here. That way we have access to our cylinders and be able to pull them off. We're going to pull our motor mounting brackets off, keep those all on track, and then we'll get this thing all tore down. Okay, so your flywheel nut, that's going to be a 19mm nut. Once you get your bell housing off, get that off. There's 3 12mm bolts to pull that off. Once you get that off, you just set that to the side. Take your 2 washers off, your big washer, your lock washer, and then thread your nut back onto the crankshaft right here. After you do that, go ahead and get your three-way puller. Get that on there. Get that all set up. You can get these down at Harbor Freight. Same style as the 800s. Just put them in there. Don't bottom them out. Make sure you're at least like 6 to 8 turns in there. Just don't go past where the flywheel touches in there. You can take a micrometer, put it in there, see where it just reaches the end of the flywheel, and just mark your bolts. That's what I do. And as you can see, if you're perfectly set up, it should be perfectly parallel with that case. And we're going to go ahead and get the split. So if you run into this problem on the water pump where it doesn't remove, just thread your bolt in 6 threads. And then give her a little love tap. She'll pump right up. Don't want to go too hard. And if your water pump is moving side to side, like up and down, side to side like that, and your cover's ground out like that, there's a bushing on the inside that you need to replace. We'll show you that as soon as we get to it. For this step, you want to make sure you get all your bolts out at the bottom, get everything disconnected, and then you want to tap up evenly along this case halves. All 4 corners tapped up evenly to free the dial pins in there. And it's also good to have another person here holding the crank rods, that way they don't get banged along the case edges. Here we're stuck up on one side, so we're going to tap up on this side. Want to hold them rods? Ready? Okay, we should be freed up. Here, you hold that up and I'll tap it. That corner. Bring the edge out a little. Alright, ready? Ooh, money shot! Look at that. Crank don't look bad at all. That you can lay down completely on this gasket surface. Just like that. Yes, sir. Good shit. Okay. I'm going to inspect this crank and we'll go from there. Okay, easiest way to do the bottom end, prop it up on 2 cylinders. You want to get one of these locked into place. Once you get one of them locked into place, you want to just line up all the corresponding dots with that one parallel with each other. Once you have them lined up, just feel for them. You'll feel them dropped in place. And then these C-clips, one opening right here, one opening right here. And then they're same but opposite of each other. One opening down here, one opening down here. And then you want to dry fit it with no gasket maker. If it fits, it should just sit perfectly flush and go together perfectly fine. If it does that, take it back apart, put gasket maker on it, and then send it. And I'll get you guys torque specs as soon as I get that together. This is what it should look like whenever you have it completely flush. There's no gasket maker on this one. Pull it back apart, there's some gasket maker on it. Alright, so when you're torquing these, the torque sequence goes zoom in deeply on that. You can pause the video and see the torque sequence. And then basically what you want to do, you want to go first round, basically just snug. Twelve. 13 and 14. And basically just go down, give them a little snug up to get that gasket maker all squared away. Okay, so after you do your 10, go to 20. I already torqued that one first, that's why it didn't go anywhere. Hold it, Bobby. Alright. Now the water pump, I didn't do the video on the water pump because there's plenty of videos that you can find on YouTube doing that, because this engine is basically the same as a lot of other models as for the water pump and how it's ran. So it's pretty self-explanatory. Then once you finish this up, just go ahead and double check all of them, make sure none of them moved. They should all be perfectly torqued. You should be ready to rock and roll. Alright, now after you get that torque down, you want your crankshaft to be spinning perfectly free. If it's not spinning perfectly free, something's bound up in there. Most likely it's one of your bearing pins not seated the whole way, but it should spin perfectly free, just like this. See how that's spinning perfectly free, just like that? And the easiest way I found to do the bottom end, prop it up on 2 cylinders, put one end on the cylinders, that way it don't come off, and then basically follow my steps and you'll be golden. Then now we're going to get on to doing the top end. So we'll flip this around. Now for this, always want to make sure your base gaskets are clean. Wipe them off with either carb cleaner or alcohol. Where the hell is my 12 millimeter? Now the one cylinder, the mag side cylinder was completely destroyed on this. I went ahead and ordered an extra cylinder, as you can see right here. So you can see that's completely destroyed. And there's also a bushing that goes, it's a part of the water pump system and the oil pump drive system. There's a bushing in there. If that wears out, that's going to completely wear your whole bottom end out. It's going to let coolant seep in, completely wear out your crankshaft bearings. That's what happened to this engine. I had to get a whole new bottom end case, whole new crankshaft, whole new cylinder. We got all new pistons, everything's thrown in it. This thing should be ready to rip this winter. Do not make the mistake as I did and forget to put these two little guys in on your wrist pin bearing, because you'll be tearing it all back apart, because I had this old top end together. Found a bag with those in them. Yay. Motor all finished up. New crankshaft, new piston, fresh gaskets all the way around.
Yeah, that's all.
So we got the motor in, got all the lines replaced, everything like that. You got Terry here. We gotta get this motor bolted in. We're getting the shims in place. Should be ripping in no time. Hit it. I mean, let off it.
That's off.
Hit it.
On.
Oh, they're money.
Alright.
Hit it once. Okay, so once you get your pickup coil all put together, you want to get that, go ahead and put that in your tank after you clean it all out. We're going to go ahead and do that, and we'll get this thing put on. Make sure you put Teflon tape on the threads on this so it don't leak. So we're going to get at it. So we're back at it. He's putting on the chokes. I'm down here draining the chain case fluid. We're going to get that all drained down, get fresh ATF in there just for now to flush her out, and then maybe later on down the road I'll throw some good shit in there. But the size you need for the chain case is 3/4. So get that drained, and I believe if you have a reverse drive chain case, that is 12 ounces of oil. Just like that, she's all put back together. Me and Terry were cracking at it. Everything's all bolted in. We have spark. So only thing we have to do, we just spray out the clutches, clean them out, and then spray them off real quick. That way this summer I can take them off, clean them off thoroughly, so they should be good to ride for this winter. So we're gonna get back to you guys tomorrow. We'll put that clutch on and we'll hit this thing with the first startup. We'll bleed that oil pump and we'll go from there and we'll go ripping. So that's been a successful engine rebuild. We had some ups and downs. We ordered one we ordered one bottom end to begin with. They sent us a 2001 bottom end, and what that is, that's the only, they're the same crankcases, same crankshaft, just the rods are bigger. So I got the whole bottom end done and found out that they sent me the wrong crankshaft that had the bigger rods, so I had to pull it all back apart, ordered up another crank. Lo and behold, I get that crank, and that fucking crank is out of true. Basically what that means is the crank is bent. Okay, we got the clutch on. Before you even attempt to start it, you just want to make sure you're getting gas flowing through your lines. I don't know if you can see it right there. Gas pulsing through. You want to just keep pulling that until they get right to your carburetor. As soon as they get to your carburetors, you should be good to go to fire them up. These ones don't have them to the carburetors yet. We're going to pull it a couple more times and we'll get to it. Stay tuned. She'll be running here in no time. Alright, first start attempt. We got the chokes on. It might idle real low. Hopefully she fires up. Oh! Oh, buddy! down to ambient temperature, room temperature, fire it back up, and then repeat that process like I said 3 times. We're gonna go in, we're gonna go out, take it for a break-in run. You gotta take it very easy to set. You don't really need to set that mix, it's so big cylinder, but you just wanna take it easy, that way everything breaks in. What I'm doing now is cleaning the clutches. You want to be very careful right here. You don't leave your finger. You want to evenly get that material off, shine it up, stuff it up. I'm using the green scotch right now. You can also use the red one. Basically treating it like a lathe right here. Now that's all polished up. We can fire it up. We can shut this off, put the belt on it, and fire it back up. Yes, sir! This is the second heat cycle. Cooling system bled. Like I said, you want to do 3 5-minute heat cycles. Let it warm up. Do 5-minute run it. Let it cool down completely. Start it back up. Run it again. Do that 3 times. And then take it for a baby ride. I'm talking about baby it. Ride it for a little bit, baby it, shut it off, let it cool down completely. Ride it for again a little bit, baby it, shut it off completely. And then until you do that a couple times, run like a half-tank gas there before you actually start thinking about going fast. And then go from there. Make sure you get a set of plugs, just get your file set of plugs. If you're bleeding your oil pump, you want to run pre-mix in your tank. We're running 32 to 1 right now. That station's running pretty damn good. Alright, so we're on our 3rd heat cycle here. We're going to fire her up. It's on, yep. I believe it's on. Show you how easy it fires up. We're bleeding the oil injection line right now. We got these 2 on this side, this one and this one up. Just gotta get that one up. We took the line off the recage, we're just gonna let it run until we get oil out. We're gonna shut it off. We're gonna put it back in, continue the heat cycle. So we're gonna get to it. A little easy, she's running rich because we got 32 to 1 in the tank and the oil injection is just now working. So we're gonna see what she does here. So Terry's sled keeps shutting off, and then we think it just needs cleared out because we just bled his oil injection system, all that. So he's down here clearing it out. up in the air, boy. Well, here she is, 1997 Arctic ZRT 600 triple. She runs good. Barely have to pull this bitch. Idle's a little low, but that's fine. So she runs pretty damn good for 500 bucks. She's one clean sled. Sure had to do a lot of work to her, but projects like this, it's always good that, hell, if the body's in good shape, all you gotta do is the engine. You know, after you were in there and you did the engine, all that stuff, you know it's gonna be a solid machine. You know you're not gonna have any problems with it. So we're gonna go ahead and ride throughout the night. Second day riding, just fire it up, reset the mileage gauge, battle brake 50.